Go.
Morning, I'm Neil Hickok. I went to a Chevy dealer in my hometown right around the block. Reason being is with the story that we were going with. I walked out onto the lot. It was about 6:20 last night, and my God, it was snowing, it was sleet, everything. And I was out in the parking lot for about 5 minutes going through all the Silverados, looking at the MSRP and checking out the bed. And I was pretending I was measuring and all that. Nobody came out. So I said, okay.
You said this was good.
It was.
Okay.
Once I got inside, I saw a Silverado inside, and I went right to it, started looking at that. No more than 2 minutes gone by, boom, a young, professionally dressed salesperson came up. He didn't introduce himself. He asked me, "What are you looking for? Can I help you?" So it sounds bad so far, but I told him who I was. I said, "I'm the hot dog cart guy from Villa Park. You've probably seen me. And we're looking at replacing my Ford Ranger." And he said, and then he started interviewing me. Are you planning on using it as a trade-in? And he asked me about what I haul with it, and I told him various things. Started asking me about the various colors, but he guided me as we were talking towards his desk and sat down. And I said, "You know, I don't know your name yet. I'm Neil." And he goes, "I apologize, my name's Mike." So far I hadn't gotten a card, and I finally got his name. But his interview is what impressed me. It was laid back. It wasn't an aggressive type interview. It was just like sitting around. He went from general to specific, and right down to
Narrow.
to the last one.
Narrow.
Narrow, thank you. So I was really impressed with that. And he gave me the history. When he finally gave me his name, he gave me the history of the Chevrolet dealer, because I knew it was only open for a couple of years, and about how the son took over from his father. He's computer savvy, and every one of them had computers. He was the only one dressed in a suit. Everyone else had a polo shirt, except for one other salesman who was dressed like he was right out of the 70s. I mean, it was just like, oh my gosh. He did get my driver's license, my phone number. I told him I was going to a credit union. My wife wasn't here yet, and he wanted me to test drive. But he narrowed me down by listening. That's what I was impressed with. That's what I was trying to get at. The experience I had is he listened to what I had to say. When I was looking at one Silverado that was real high, he says, "Well, you said your wife's real short, and I think she might have trouble getting in here. And this has and he told me the certain package it had. He says, you're probably going to want the lower one, and I have that outside." So he took me outside to actually look at vehicles, and I purposely went to a Colorado, which is just like the Ranger, their style of Ranger. He goes, "Well, that's not the one you want." And he gave me the reasons why by repeating what I had told him in the interview, and got me back to and he nailed right down to what I wanted. I told him I was going to a credit union, and he says, "That's fine. They said they usually want a VIN number. I know this is a white. That's not the color you want, but it has a VIN number and the sell price and what it costs now. So go ahead and go to your credit union. When you come back here, we'll beat your credit union with our people. We have 54 banks." So he explained all that, and he did bring up the manager, Pete, so I got a greeting with the manager too. So that's what impressed me, was the interview part.
Good, man. Good job.